All right, what's up, everybody? Obviously, this is way late, way late. But I thought I would just make the video. Game 7, right? My nails were gone. Like I don't have any nails left, right? My stomach, the whole game was just turning and churning. Like I was hurting, right? Oh my gosh, it was like game 6 and game 7. I was just sick the entire games for both of them. Just because, like, especially for game 7, right? Because if you lose, if you don't win game 7, that's it for Celtics basketball for this year, right? It's done. But if you win, you get at least 4 more games, right? So that was really the whole thing for me. But yeah, Tatum went off, obviously. He had 29 with 14 boards, 7 assists. One assist off of tying his playoff high. I think his playoff high is 8 for assists. Jalen chipped in with 21 and 8. I'm pretty sure he shot horribly from the three-point line this game, but still got his 21. Marcus Smart, you know him, 16 points, 6 assists. He does what he does. But obviously that 16 and 6 doesn't seem like a lot. But he was, if you watch the series, Marcus was clearly the MVP with how well he clamped everyone down, right? How well he clamped everyone down. And when the Celtics needed a big shot, when the Celtics needed a bucket, he got it. It just felt like every time. There was one point when we were down. I don't know if we were. It was tight. It was like a 2-point difference. I don't know if we were winning or losing. But Smart checked out and he had 23 points, and everyone else was struggling. He's really been like the. I don't know what to call it, but he's just the guy that's been keeping us in it, keeping it close. This whole series. Kemba has been a problem, and not in a good way. Game 6 and game 7, I started calling him Terry Rozier. I kept talking about how we didn't actually even trade Terry Rozier. We just signed him to a max. Because that's how it felt, right? It felt like we were just signing Terry Rozier to a max because this guy Kemba was shooting absolutely horrible, right? Just absolutely horrible. Matter of fact, just because I didn't think about looking this up during the actual game, right? I mean, during my notes, right? Because of course I didn't. Let's just see how he shot in game 7. Okay, game 7 he was 5 for 16, 1 for 7 from deep. And the game 6, the overtime game, he played 52 minutes. 52 minutes, got 5 points, 2 for 11 shooting, 1 for 6 from 3. The last 3 games, he's 3 for, what is that? 22? 3 for 22 from 3 in the last 3 games. Yeah, he's been off, and obviously game 1 of the Heat thing, he was 6 for 19, 1 for 9 from 3. He can't shoot. He's just been struggling, and the thing is, with Kemba, it's not necessarily even his fault. Yeah, you have to take your shots, but Nick Nurse exposed us, right? He got that box and one on Kemba, and it's shut him down ever since. He can't do anything. But here's the thing. If they're going to trap Kemba Walker 40 to 30, 35 to 40 feet away from the basket, if the Celtics can't score on a 4-on-3 right there, that's horrible. You have to be able to do that. This Boston team has too many scorers, too much talent to not be able to do that every time. So you can't necessarily blame it all on him, but he is shooting absolutely horrible. Let me get back to these notes. So yeah, Kemba struggled all game, but he hit the free throws at the end after that Tatum rebound. Oh no, not after the Tatum rebound. After the Grant Williams got the stop and then they fouled. I believe that's what it was. But yeah, Kemba made up for it in the end, I guess. Grant Williams, who would have thought, right? This guy we drafted with the 26th. It was 20. It was mid-20s, I think. with the 26th pick in the draft, right? Doesn't play much at all this whole playoffs. Seals the game seals the series for the Celtics, right? So there was a play where Kemba ran a pick and roll, and he got into the paint and dropped a dime to Grant Williams, and he didn't make the shot, but he got fouled. And this was when it was like a tie game or something, I think. I can't remember. It was just so long ago. I should have went back and watched the film first. But that's my dog in the background. Sorry about that. He got fouled on a shot, but he misses the first free throw. I'm like, okay, you just got to make one. Yeah, we must have been up by 3. We must have been up by 3. That must have been what it was. We were up by 3. Maybe 2, but we just needed one free throw, and he missed both. He missed both the free throws. But on the second free throw, Jason Tatum just jumped in out of nowhere and got that rebound, and they fouled him. So he got free throws. He made both the free throws. And then after that, I think after that, Fred VanVleet went down. They needed a shot. They needed to hit a 3. And Grant Williams just clamps him completely. I think he blocked it. You can't really, it's hard to tell, but I think Grant Williams blocked Fred VanVleet on that game-tying shot. And the whole big thing about it is, you're probably wondering, why did Fred VanVleet take that shot? Kyle Lowry fouled out. When Grant Williams went to the free throw line, Kyle Lowry was the one who fouled him and got his 6th foul, right? So Kyle Lowry wasn't there. And the thing is, we're very lucky Kyle Lowry wasn't there, because he would have hit that shot. No doubt in my mind. With how the series has gone, I think Kyle Lowry can hit any shot he takes, like even if it's from 70 feet. Right? I don't care. In clutch moments when you need a shot, Kyle Lowry's going to take that shot. But he wasn't in. And Grant Williams got switched on to Fred VanVleet off a screen and just didn't let him get anywhere, and then ended up blocking the shot, blocking the 3. And then I think the Kemba free throws came, and that made it a 5-point game, and that was pretty much it. Celtics won 92-87. But here's the thing. The Celtics fought their butts off today. Well, not today, obviously not today, but this game. They had 30. They got 30 points. They scored 30 points off of turnovers in a game 7. That is nuts. They forced 18 turnovers. It felt like the Raptors could never get in in a rhythm. Not momentum, in a rhythm, right? Because every time they'd get something going a little bit, someone's swiping the passing lane and going down the court getting a dunk. Or throwing an alley-oop. Marcus Smart, it felt like he had 10 steals. Obviously he didn't. But it felt like he was stealing the ball every time they made a pass. And Tatum was getting the steals, and Jaylen Brown was getting steals. Everyone, it was insane. They couldn't get in a rhythm at all, because we just swiped the passing lane, get a dunk. That's heart. That the thing is, that's pure heart. I don't care how talented you are, how skilled you are as a basketball player. That's heart. Purely just heart. Wanting it more. Right? But what really made this series for me is that Siakam played like he was wearing... I was going to say like he was wearing a Celtics jersey, but that's not true. He was playing it's hard to explain. He was horrible. He was absolutely horrible. Every time he got the ball, he either missed or he turned the ball over. Anytime he touched the ball, it was negative for the Raptors. Just completely negative, right? It was bad. Because all he can do in the paint all he can do for scoring is a spin move. And that's it. Here, look at these. 5 for 12. 5 for 19. 5 for 9. 10 for 23. 6 for 15. 6 for 16. 5 for 16. And then in game 1, 2, 3, 4. In game 4, he was 2 for 13 from 3. Siakam's horrible. He's not horrible, but he's not the star that the Raptors were saying he was the entire season. Season. He's just not. And the thing is, though, the sad thing is that I think it's his ceiling. I don't think he can improve much more than he's 26 years old. Which obviously isn't that old, but when you think about it, Tatum's 22, Tyler Hero's 20. There's so many young guys. Jamal Murray's young. Obviously, Doncic is young. This might be this guy's ceiling. And it's not looking good. He's really limited. It's bad. He didn't even play well in the Nets series. His best shooting night was 9 for 20. He was not even good in the Nets series. And that was, what were they? The 7 seed? Come on now, man. And people really try to tell me that Siakam was better than Jason Tatum. Yeah, that's just wild. That's a super cold take. But yeah, this game had me emotional. Jaylen Brown, and I just remembered this now actually on the spot. Completely forgot. In this game, Jaylen Brown went up he was on a fast break, took the dunk, but then when he landed, he slipped and he hurt his calf. Not his calf. I think it was just like his quad. I think he hurt his quad. And he wasn't getting up. He just wasn't. The way I had to go to commercial break and he still wasn't getting up. And I actually started crying. Believe it or not, I really did. I was crying for a good amount of time until I seen him standing up and walking back down the other side of the court, because it seems like every year that the Celtics have a chance to get to the finals, right? A big injury happens. Every time. Going all the way back to 2010. 2010, the only reason why we lost that final was due to injuries, right? And obviously Kobe, but that team had some bad injuries, right? And then you go back to 2018. That 2018 team got to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, right? But think about if they were healthy. If they were healthy, because you got to remember, Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward were not in the playoffs at all that year. They were both hurt. Obviously, Gordon Hayward had the freak injury, right? That goes without saying. But then Kyrie got hurt before the playoffs, and we didn't see him at all. And this team with a rookie Jason Tatum and a second-year Jaylen Brown, and obviously Marcus Smart and Al Horford, right, took LeBron 7 games. Obviously, they were up 2-0 in the series, should have been in the finals, but they took LeBron 7 games and lost because Terry Rozier and Marcus Smart went a combined 2 for 24. Look it up. I'm not kidding. I looked at that stat like 5 times in like 2 days. I just kept looking at it and how sad I was because they could not hit a shot, because we lost that game by like 7 points. It was so frustrating. But yeah, I thought Jaylen wasn't getting up. I thought he was done. I thought it was just another injury that just happened that screwed us over again. But he got up and ended up playing great the rest of the game. But it was just a scary moment. But anyways, the Celtics season continues. They beat the Raptors in 7. Shouldn't have went that long, but it did. And they came out on top, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day, right? I'm making this video after Game 1 of the Heat series, so obviously I know how that goes, but I got to make a video again on that anyways. But yeah, Celtics advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals, 92-87. I'll see you guys next time.